Hello, today I am going to show you a miniature sweet corn made from various materials. And here's what you need to make it. Let's begin forming the corn cob. So take your clay and roll it to a sausage around 2 cm long. And then start shaping the cob by making one end narrower than the other end, like what I am doing in the video. And then after that, set them aside. There are many techniques in making the kernels, but this is my personal favorite. Roll a thin log and cut 2 of these with the same size as your corn cob. Next, attach the 2 logs side by side on the corn cob and make sure that there are no gaps between the 2 logs, and also make the log as straight as possible. Using your blade or craft knife, cut the log horizontally to create the corn kernels. Make 4 more logs, adding it side by side. And here you can see that I am only gonna add kernels to the exposed area because the other side will be covered with the husk. So after you have all your kernels, bake them completely. Here's another technique that you can use to make the corn kernel, but I am not going to put much effort here, it's just for demonstration purposes. So what I did here is to directly slice the clay with my blade to make the kernels. I don't like this technique because it doesn't look realistic as compared to the first technique. And then the third technique you can use is to individually add the kernels by rolling tiny balls. This is a time-consuming technique, and I am only going to use the third technique if I will be making an Indian corn where the corn kernels have different colors. Next, take your raffia string to make the silk of the corn and cut a few millimeters of the string and separate them. Add glue to the empty part of the cob as well as the tip, and then add silk and arrange them on the tip of the corn cob. This part is only optional, so you can skip this step if you are already using a dark brown string. Otherwise, give them a bit of a brown to make it more visible. For the husk, I am using the raffia straw because it already has the corn husk-like texture. If you cannot find this in your craft store, you can also use a polymer clay for the husk. But I find this much more alive and realistic compared to a polymer clay. So cut the straw longer than the corn and then add glue to the empty part of the corn and then add the raffia straw. Arrange the straw and then pinch the end together to make the stalk. So if you think that the back is too thin or too transparent, you can add more layer to make it thicker, like what I'm doing right now. And then cut any excess and trim the silk to finish it off. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to click subscribe and get notified for new videos. Bye bye and have a great day.